Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome back to more Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time, we finally completed Act 2 and finally, we've saved Trista! We have finally reobtained Trista. So, this is awesome. Finally got to come back to our original home. And we now also know of our next goal, and what's probably going to be the finale, or like the final dungeon of this game, which is the Imperial Villa or whatever. So yeah, but first we got a lot of stuff we can do apparently. So let's go through it all. First up, I'm using the guide as always. And the guide mentions there's a lot that I can kind of do right now. First up, go to Trista's entrance of the upper class dorm. So let's go Academy front gate. And there, I should be talking to you.
Thank you so much for liberating Trista from the Alliance's control. It was awful. I wish I could do more to thank you, but all I have to offer is this new recipe I just put the finishing touches on. It would make me happy to share this with your fellow classmates, though.
Tomato hot pot. With that, we have unlocked every single recipe in the game. Indeed, this one even is Reen's
let's give this a try.
Specialty. Or Reen has a apparently good chance of. Never mind, it's not special for him. I'm gonna need our party members to make the rest of it, though. If I could stop yelling, that'd be pretty great. Next up, go to the school library. God, it feels so good to be here again. Speak to Carol.
Have you heard of a book series called Gambler Jack 2? Its final chapter came out long ago. Remind me of how nice it feels to see a story you followed come to an end. I still got it here, so how about you give it a read? I think it's a pretty fun way to while away the time.
Gambler Jack 2, finale. The last book of the Gambler Jack series. If we've gotten every single one of those chapters, which I think we have, we need to go to Kirsch's Cafe, and in here should be Principal Van Dyke, I think it says. Oh, never mind, not Principal Van Dyke, Vice Principal Heinrich. I misread that. You.
Wait, could those books be... By any chance, is that the complete Gambler Jack 2 collection?
I still can't bring myself to hate this guy considering he's a fan of Rixia. Anyone who's a fan of Rixia can't be a completely bad person in my book. Yeah, but...
I knew it! So, have you read it already? What did you think of it? Interesting?
I guess. I wasn't really in the mood for a story set in Calvert, but other than that, it was fine. Why do you ask? Are you a fan?
Dare you imply I'd have an interest in mass market rubbish like that? It's in an enemy country, no less. No, I mustn't be so quick to judge. Rexia Mao gave the series a whole hard recommendation in an interview, so there must be something of worth in those pages.
Rexia Mao, the cross-belting performer. Ah, yeah, I nearly forgot about his celebrity crush.
I'm glad to see you haven't forgotten her name. That's good. Very good. Her recommendation spurred within me an infinitesimal interest in those books, but finding them I suppose quite a challenge. I finally managed to acquire copies of the original and read them cover to cover, but the sequel continues to escape my grasp.
That's a shame. He's eyeing those books like a starving animal. Maybe I should just give them to him. Here you go. If you really want them, I'd be happy to give you my copies.
Are you sure?
Of course. I've already read them, and I'm not exactly jumping at the bit to read them again.
Here you go. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude of me to refuse an offer from a student. Very well, I will take your extra literature off your hands.
I think that's probably a heartfelt thank you in Heinrich's speech.
I should give you something in return, though, shouldn't I? Very well.
Sumerian ore. That's our first super weapon. Sumerian ore? I can't believe it. If you don't mind me asking, how'd you end up with this?
It's an antique that has been passed down in my family for generations. It's hardly valuable enough for me to call it an heirloom, and I've never thought of it as anything more than an odd stone. From what I hear, however, in the right hands, it can be used to customize weapons. It's not doing any good in my possession, however, obviously, but it might do well in yours.
Well, if you're sure. Thank you very much. We'll make sure to put it to proper use.
Glad to hear it. As for these books, I suppose I'll read them after you succeed in your operation tomorrow. So make sure that you come back safely, and not for my reading pleasure alone.
We will. I can't bring myself to hate a guy that's cool at school with friggin', Rixia. Next up. Oh, wait. If we talk to him again, we can apparently update his profile. I don't know why I didn't read this. Also, why are you drunk? Why are you... Actually, I shouldn't be surprised. Actually, hang on.
Evening, Reen. For a little stroll, see what everyone's up to?
Yeah, guess I shouldn't be surprised you're passing the time with your good friend, Mr. Booze.
Well, the plan was to have a little get-together with all the instructors to celebrate finally being back. But the only ones who've shown so far, me and these two. And they're not exactly my first choice for drinking buddies.
You better not be making me to one of your students, Instructor Valentine.
Why, come and join us, Serene. There's a seat right there, and the liberations are flowing fast and free. That's alright. I won't want to intrude. If I sat down, it'd be all over. I'd never escape.
I wish our instructors would hurry it up. I'm not sure how much longer I can suffer this company. I would have been better off just getting sloshed by myself at the counter.
Have fun. There are 2 fishing spots in Trista, which I assume have to be the original fishing spots, which are down here.
Oh, I could probably...
I can fish here again, finally. I still have not caught all the fish in this game. Oh, that's a...
Gosh, dang!
Whoa, this is
Noble
a big
carp.
one.
I'm still missing 2 other types of fish, it looks like.
Whoa, this is a big one.
Trout. Crab.
This is a big one.
It looks like, looking at the guide, it looks like we actually still have some side quests left, which I'm a bit surprised on, but maybe I shouldn't be. But we still got, we're probably not going to get to the final dungeon today, is what I'm trying to say. We're probably not. Because it looks like there's a lot of stuff that we can still do before we even do that.
This spot...
And sure enough, there's this fishing spot. Can this one give me the 23rd type of fish that I need? I think that's it. Wow, that was easy.
Not what I had in
That's the
mind.
23rd. I think that means that there's only the, whatever the final one is. The invisible crayfish. Might as well use the rest of our fishing attempts here.
Whoa, this is a big one.
Yeah, got it.
Not bad.
Got a lot of points, too. Got it. One more.
Not what I had in mind.
I do... I'm very curious about how this game's gonna end.
Not what I had in mind.
Again, at this... I don't know if the game... I'm just wondering if the war is going to continue into the 3rd game. I'm cool with it if it does either way. I'm just curious. Next up, head into Trista once more. Oh, let's go to the Academy front gate. There is a house on the northeast side of Trista. I think it... It's talking about this one right here. Wait, not that one. This one. In here, there should be some, a shelf that has something we can yoink over here. Driving for everyone. Nice paint job. Fiery coloring. Sorry, I'm just looking at the rest of stuff. Next up, we want to actually be looking at there are a bunch of characters whose character profiles we can actually look at right now. So let's go around doing all those. First off, Crow is an automatic one, so we don't gotta worry about that. Crow apparently gets an upgrade to his profile. Next up, go to the main building. And we need to find the butler and... Not you two. Hi, Alphen. What brings you to the principal's office, Your Highness?
I just came to give my regards to Principal Van Dyke. You see, I'll be remaining here during tomorrow's operation. Though in my heart of hearts, I'd rather be out there fighting with all of you. Helping rescue Elise and my family is far more preferable to just sitting here letting others fight on my behalf.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Your Highness.
Don't worry, Irene. I understand that it'd be way too risky to take me along with you. And I'd rather not risk the success of the operation with my presence, so I'll remain here and pray for you all.
I'm sorry we have to leave you out of the plans this time, Your Highness. If it's any consolation, it'll all be over tomorrow. We're gonna rescue them all for your sake, too.
Thanks. I'm placing my trust in all of you.
You know, this actually leads to a big worry I'm having regarding story. Not that it's a bad worry, it's just... I'm concerned that I have a feeling I know what might happen and I don't want it to happen. We're gonna have to fight Cedric, aren't we? They're gonna find a way of controlling Cedric because remember, the Vermilion Testarossa, it seemed to respond to Cedric's presence. Just like how Valimar, I think, reacted to Reen's presence. Which means that Cedric's probably another Awakener. That's the reason why they brought Cedric down into that place to begin with, because he's an Awakener. So, bit worried. Oh, I'm an idiot. I said that the person I was looking for is the people I'm looking for is in the main building. It says main building entrance.
Ah. Hello there, Master Reen. Congratulations again on winning the battle earlier. Your victory was truly deserved.
He didn't exactly make it easier. It was incredible to see how well you and Patrick fought together, or two. Though I suppose it's not too surprising.
Well, we have been together for a very long time now. But Master Patrick's grown quite a bit lately, physically of course, but also into his own as an Erebonian nobility. I do believe we have his leadership of the Order of the Line and his fight with you to thank for his wonderful transformation.
He's lucky to have you looking after him.
You flatter me. Regardless, do take the time to relax tonight, and don't be shy if you require anything from me.
That's a character profile. Next up, Teresia.
At the Academy, I thought all this was over for good. How could I have imagined that one day the entire lacrosse club would be able to get together again? What am I... Teresia. Hey, no crying in front of the first years. Come on, we're supposed to be setting a good example for him. I suppose you're right. My work is anything but over. I need to stay strong until the very end.
That's another character profile update. Now we go into the main building. Next up, Instructor Mary, which I saw in here.
As long as she gets what she wants, Min really doesn't care if people are busy or not. Sorry she dragged you into all this, though. This was probably the last thing you wanted after coming back from Ruhr.
Honestly, I think she's sweet. It's plain to see how much she cares about you. In fact, why don't we take the advantage of our current situation and have some tea together?
Well, sure, I mean, but that's just gonna throw more fuel on the fires of her weird ideas about us, right?
Maybe, but I'm starting to wonder if I really mind. I would be lying if I said that seeing you again after all this time doesn't make me feel a little happy.
Huh? What? What do you mean? What have I gotten into?
May I get those two Gar in the end? started to think where my uncle would be without me. Thank you, man. Principal Van Dyke.
Ah, Schwarzer. Good to see you. Instructor Beatrix and I were just going over the day's events.
That's right. The battle between yourselves and the upper class students made for some splendid viewing. I could see it becoming the sort of school legend that persists for decades to come.
I don't know if I go that far, but thank you. Speaking of thank yous, I owe you and all the other instructors a big one for all your help with the war so far.
We didn't do a thing. I don't say that out of modesty either. All of my agency was robbed of me. I couldn't do anything for you, or my dear friend Otto, whose death I just received word of.
I'd almost forgotten they were old friends.
His death is a loss not just to us, but to the entire nation. War asks us to make sacrifices, but that doesn't make the loss of innocent life any easier to swallow. It's a pain that grew old and familiar during the our days in the war army, but it never got any less agonizing.
Indeed. Word has it that more innocents are being slaughtered in this nation's west, too. There are times when I wonder whether my younger self could do anything to help them. Such thinking helps no one.
Sir, if I may, please rest easy and let us take care of things from here. We may not be able to bring the war to an end on our own, but we believe that tomorrow's operation will bring us some way towards doing so. Now that all of us students have reunited again, I know we can make a change.
That's certainly ambitious.
Well, if this war could be said to have a silver lining, it's that's given you a splendid opportunity to mature. Perhaps Otto's death was not in vain. In that case, I wish you all luck, as well as we all will.
May Adios watch over all of you. Give my regards to Sophia and William, too.
I will. We won't let you down. Get an update there. Go to the second floor. First up...
Walking around the school building like this makes me thinking that we're finally back, you know? Yeah, it's been a long journey here, but we're finally back where we belong. Thanks so much for staying safe, Phoebe. I'm really proud of coming this far, but more than anything, I'm proud of doing it with you. What brought that on? That's what I should be saying to you. You lying thief. There.
Character not updated. Next up is Clara from the... Not you. I think Clara's you.
I finally finished the piece I was working on back aboard the Courageous. It didn't take long once I got back into an environment I was comfortable in. Well, time for the next one.
Aren't there supposed to be emotional about this stuff? Well, I guess that's just Clara for you. Standing in this room brings back a lot of memories. It's been too long since I was here. It sure has. It's been a tough journey, but it all paid off in the end. I'll probably jump the gun here. Tomorrow will be the toughest thing we've attempted yet, so we can't really relax. Sure we can. It's all going to work out. We've gone through every challenge we've faced so far, so we can get through this. We just need to put our faith in the wind and let it guide us forward. True enough. Guys. Next up, go to the rooftop, and we need to find Bridget. I believe Bridget was you over here.
It's so quiet here. It's hard to believe that there's a war raging all around us. We've been through a lot on the way here, but I'm glad I could come back here with you again.
I'm never going to let anyone threaten you again. No matter what happens, no matter what we're up against, I will always protect you. It's a promise. I don't want to ever be separated from you like that ever again.
Oh, Alan. I don't know why it took me so long to realize how I feel.
Aw. Cute. Go to the student union. Hey, the shops are still here. While I'm here... Actually, you know what? Thank you. Next character profile we need to find is, not you. Not in here. Are they in the other side? Hey! Whoa, what's happening here?
I'm still amazed that the members of the upper class chess club actually went out of their way to protect our club room. I don't think I've ever been so moved. I'll never forget what they did for us, not as long as I live. I love this academy. I love its chess clubs.
So the upper class chess club finally made it back after all. Not that I care, of course. Bah on them.
Yeah. He's as pointlessly hot-blooded as ever. Although I admit it would feel strange if he weren't now.
Fuck yes. By the sounds of things, if not for the upper class chess club, Stefan and I wouldn't have a club to go back to. They did everything they could to make sure the administration didn't close it while we were away.
I wouldn't have expected that. That's good of them.
Yeah, we owe them a lot. I'd be happy to return to the academy either way, of course, but it wouldn't be the same without our chess club.
No. It really is nice seeing everything go so well here. If we go back to the academy field... Useless! It's good to finally be able to return the horses to the stable. It almost makes the hell we endured to get here feel worthwhile. Man, you're happy. I just wish we were here earlier in the day. It would have been fun to take them for a ride. We can save that for another time. I'm not looking forward to returning them to the ship in preparation for our operation, but that can wait until tomorrow. I'd like to let them sleep in their old stable for tonight.
Yeah, I think that'd make them happy. If there's anything I can lend a hand with, just say the word.
Whitcomb! Oh, my beloved Whitcomb, how I've longed to see you again. Not a moment passed when I didn't think of you. Not a night where you didn't visit me in my dreams. My unwavering belief in your safety was the only reason I was able to press on. No need for words, Whitcomb. I'm as happy as you are.
No. If we go to the entrance of Brandon's General Goods.
Man, can I believe how long it's been since we were last here? Tonight kind of reminds me of the Academy's festival after party, too.
Same here. Especially because it smells like good business waiting to happen. Just think of all the commemorative sales we could hold if we get this war wrapped up. My wallet's feeling thicker already.
Oh, nothing but for profit tonight. Here to yours, is there?
Go to the entrance of the lower class dorms. Here it is, our old dorm. This is where I first started cooking for myself, and where Klein used to give me advice until late into the night. I've made a lot of memories here. To be honest, seeing it again is kind of choking me up. Oh. Next up. Not you. Oh, that did upgrade you, though. Update, sorry.
I made some delightful sweets for you using every single bit of my love. Why don't we cuddle up on that bench over there and feed them to each other? Should you be so overtaken by your long and then we end up tangled in a romantic embrace, then so be it.
Help me! No, please, anything but that! Goddess, I never imagined that it would be possible. She's even more fearsome than ever before. Perhaps it's true sign of the terror of wars that it's made her stronger.
It's not the terror of war, Master Vincent. It's simply the power of love.
Don't just stand there making petty comments, Seraphim. Assist me, please! Why? I want to be able to take care of my... I need to prepare to take care of my new mistress. Mistress! William! Someone looks ready for bed. You better head on back to the Courageous. You catch a cold if you slept out here, and we need you to be in fighting shape for tomorrow.
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm just a little tired. See? I'm as awake as can be. Besides, who is a night like this snoozing? After all the work we put into getting back here, we've gotta enjoy it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Honestly, it's kind of nice to hear that you like this town enough that you're happy to be back.
Duh, you're always telling me I'm just as much a part of Class 7 as you are. And so this is my home away from home. And it's just nice having a home to come back to, you know?
No. You're here. How did I know I'd find you here?
Joyous towns such as this give off a sweet call for traveling musicians of my elegant caliber. Please, I insist, allow me to volunteer my music to make this a night to remember.
As much as I hate to admit it, things do feel a little more high-spirited with him around. He's not that bad. He's a little weirdo, but...
It feels nice to hang out again. We haven't talked in forever. We'll have to be sure to go shopping together as soon as the stupid war is over, okay? You gotta promise.
Okay, I promise. There's Colette. Rosine is near the Septium Church.
I'm glad to see that everyone here is doing alright. I've been so worried about them. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you, Adios.
No. We already talked to Friedel. And Instructor Thomas and Principal Heinrich I already talked to, right?
I'm so glad to see that all the students who stayed at the academy are doing well. I'm still a little disappointed we couldn't invite Instructor Nighthawk to this little gathering, though.
Yeah, he probably has his hands full preparing for tomorrow's battle to be sitting around here. Hope he's gonna be alright.
Worry not. I'd also be more concerned for the safety of his enemies. I'm sure he'll be back here in no time, arguing with Instructor Sarah like a couple of lovers who can't admit their true feelings for one another.
Thomas, you ass. I heard that.
Thank you, Thomas. So I'm curious. I doubt that we're able to get it, but there's no harm in checking. I want to go back here and I want to go see Alphen.
Oh!
Feels as though everyone aboard the Courageous is a lot more positive these days, don't you think? As if we're all uniting our efforts, and there's a sense of trust and warm regard around every corner. And I think I know who we have to thank for that, too. You.
Me?
You're always looking out for us, Reem. Learning more about us, listening to our worries, trying to help out any way you can. Without you, I don't know if everyone would be as close to one another as they are right now.
I'm happy you feel that way, but I think you're giving me too much credit, Your Highness. If anything, it's everyone here who's always looking out for me. Whatever I've done, they've done just as much for me, if not more.
Oh, I don't doubt all they've done for you. Regardless, I still believe you deserve to have this.
The Medal of Love. The reason I was shocked to get this is because, in order to get the Medal of Love, you need to have obtained 90 page update, like character profile updates in the like the little book we have. And apparently we just barely made it. What's this?
It's called the Medal of Love, and it's to be bestowed upon one who shows great compassion and consideration to others. I want you to accept it as proof of the strong bonds you form with the other members of the Academy.
Proof of our bonds, huh? I like the sound of that. I'd be more than honored to accept it.
I just wish we could form a deeper bond, too.
Do you say something?
No, not at all. Oh, thinking about it, I've given you all 3 medals now, haven't I? Strength, charity, and love. I'm amazed you were able to earn all of them in such a short time. My expectations were certainly high, but you've more than delivered.
It's an honor to hear you say so.
And I couldn't be the only one you've made an impression on. Your classmates and my brother surely think just as highly of you. I do hope you'll treasure those feelings as much as we come to treasure you.
Thank you, Your Highness. I'd like you to know that I'll always keep the virtues these medals signify in mind, and I'll fight every day to return peace to Erebonia.
I have a feeling you'll accomplish far more than those medals were ever intended to reward. In addition to those, I'd also like to give you this.
The Vermilion Master Quartz. Isn't this a Master Quartz?
Indeed, a very powerful one called Vermilion, occasionally gifted to those deemed worthy by the Imperial family. My brother left it in my care some time ago, but I think it would be better used in your hands. Think of it as me fighting alongside you and try to use it well, so that we can see Elise again if nothing else.
Absolutely, Your Highness. As she mentioned, the Vermilion Master Quartz, according to the guide, is obtained by getting all 3 of the other medals. What's it do, though? Fire Elemental Master Quartz increases damage of physical attacks when HP is high. High HP increases physical damage increased by up to 80%, and killing enemies recovers HP. 750 HP healed up per enemy killed. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, now that we've done that... Now, I noticed that Elisa and Fee have a thing here. I think this means we can do the partner event. So, I'm gonna do, obviously, Elisa.
I can't be any happier that the lacrosse club's back together at last. It was a tough road, but staying on it was completely worth it. Granted, I did have everyone's help along the way.
It makes me happy to see you so happy. This isn't the end just yet, though.
Yeah, it all comes down to tomorrow's operation. That's no reason for us to worry. Sticking together's gotten us through some rough times. I know we can do it.
You and me both.
Reem? Would you mind coming with me to our dorm a little later on? I want to see it one more time before we head out tomorrow. Just the 2 of us.
Elisa. Yeah. Well, sure. I don't see why not. I'll head over there later.
Thanks. I'll be over there as soon as I'm done too.
Okay then, I guess I'll head over once I take care of everything else I want to do today. Well, let's go take the west exit to Trista, because it seems like we're done here. Valimar!
Hey, Valimar.
You alright, buddy? You alright,
I
buddy?
came to see how you're holding up. Sure was a surprise when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout.
Not a problem. Perhaps you and your friends have influenced me to some degree. Each and every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
He really is a lot more human than when we first got him. He only really ever talked as an AI before that notifies us how his systems were doing, but he really does feel a lot more like an individual now.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'd be able to have a natural conversation with you like this.
It still makes me wonder, who made you?
You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
I like it.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time.
Anything big?
And while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
Yeah.
Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago.
Really? That would put it up with the War of the Lions, wouldn't it?
And my previous awakener was a man known as Drykel's Rysay Arner.
Drykels. I had a feeling you had to have been. I had a feeling you had to have been originally with Drykels.
So it really was Drykel's, huh?
Those memories were Drykels. And sure enough.
I had my suspicions when I saw that memory in the last shrine, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds.
Why is it that Reen resonates with them? Is it simply because we also bond with Valimar?
Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital, and it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
It's just like we heard where the War of the Lions seems to be repeating itself in Erebonia.
It's kind of eerie how similar our paths are, but it makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way. I doubt we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he, anyway?
Yeah.
He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man, full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful. He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
He was really something, wasn't he? Hearing you talk about him, I don't know if I could be anything like he was. But maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for everyone.
There is little need in striving to be something you are not.
Huh?
Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person.
Valley.
Drykel's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other. Take pride in those who would become your sword, for not even kings can buy the world to yield her.
Wow.
Thanks, Valimar.
Yeah.
You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not.
Thanks, buddy.
Seeing as how I'm fighting for my future and to bring home my friend, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really.
There's Heimdall.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like the Tachi will be done by morning. So if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be counting on you, Valimar.
I shall do all within my power.
From here, we're supposed to go to the rooftop, I think it says here. Hey!
Oh, you guys are all up here?
What's up? If only we had Crow here, too.
Hi, Ring.
Hey, nice night, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little on the chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's no breeze out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Really is nice to have it all back.
We're finally back here.
Yeah, gotta admit, seeing it again's making me feel all emotional.
No doubt. Especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival.
Only one missing. One guy
Probably
missing.
feeling lonely with Crow missing.
Yeah. We'll drag him back here soon enough.
Toa, George, Angelica, I want to thank you.
Yeah.
Huh?
What for?
Everything. Where do I
You guys have
begin?
helped us out so much. There's no way we could have gone that far without you. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well.
Not a chance.
So, on behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done.
We should be the ones thanking you.
Yeah. Think about all the work Class 7 put into this and try saying that again.
I can. Thank you.
Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you?
I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you say you need us, you know.
Exactly.
You shouldered the most responsibility on the Courageous, the ship that carried us and our dreams this far. And I'm gonna need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. You think you can do that for us?
Like you even had to ask.
We'll be right there with you.
Yeah.
We would never abandon you after we've come this far together.
Thanks. I get this feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or a failure, it feels like the time for me to fight Crow is almost here.
Yeah. And once I beat him, I'm dragging him back here, kicking and screaming if I have to.
That's true.
Yeah, he won't let a chance like this just waltz on by.
And this time, I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you.
Yeah.
You sure that's even possible, Reen?
I'll make it possible.
That's not going to be...
Yes, it will. I'll do it. Who cares
I'm well
about
aware that it won't be
possibilities?
easy,
Who cares about possibilities or easiness, though? I'll do it.
but everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again.
It does feel wrong without seeing Crow with you guys, so we're gonna fix that.
Class 7 managed to reunite, right?
Who's this? Why can't you guys do it the same?
Now it's your turn.
You're amazing, Reen. And if you say that's what you're gonna do, I've got no reason to doubt you. Good luck.
Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute.
Eh, we've done a lot of crazy things, haven't we?
Seriously. I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi.
You got this, buddy. Their conversation finally finished, Toa went back to the student council room to dutifully go over the plans for tomorrow once again. And after saying their goodbyes, George and Angelica departed for the engineering building to get tools and equipment needed to manufacture Valmar's weapon. Alright. Let's go back to Class 7's dorm. Well, I promised to meet Elisa here. Should I head inside and wait already, though? I think I'm here kind of early. I just want to do one last thing before we do that, which is I want to go in here and see if there's anything I can buy. There's a body handbook. Alright, just want to make sure. Aside from that, everything else should be fine. Alright, now let's go see Elisa. Enter. Elisa! Class 7 dormitory. Ah, it feels so nice to see this place again.
Sorry for the wait, Reen.
Oh, no worries. Elisa! Friend.
Oh, hey, Elisa. I only just got here, actually. All done catching up with the rest of the lacrosse club?
Yeah, it was great to be back with them, but I think we've done enough celebrating for the time being.
Hmm.
Plus, Ferris ended up giving me a few friendly words of advice, too. It's kind of hard to say no to a girl who keeps insisting a lady ought to not keep a gentleman waiting, you know?
Yeah, sounds like her, all right.
Anyway, never mind her.
It's good to be back.
It really does feel strange to be back here in our old dormitory. In a good way, of course.
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped through the doors, all the memories of the times we spent together here came flooding back.
Yeah, same here. It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it. Well, while we're here, do you want to walk around inside for a bit?
Yeah.
Curious how things are upstairs, too.
Sure, why not?
Seems like it's all the same down here. Yay! All your stuff's still here, it looks like. I was kind of worried they would take things from our rooms. No, our rooms look the same as ever. This is Crow's room, isn't it?
It's funny how time works, isn't it? It's only been a couple months since we were last here, and yet I feel like it's been years.
I guess that just goes to show how much of a mark the time we spent here has left on us, though. Every room, every corridor has a memory attached to it. Just one look, and I suddenly remember it all like it was yesterday.
You know, I guess that's true. I just wish Crow were here with us to share this feeling. It doesn't feel quite right without him.
We'll get him back eventually.
I wish you were here, too. He's as much a part of Class 7 as the rest of us. Give it time, though. Next thing you know, he'll be right here reminiscing with us.
I just gotta give him a little bit of a bashing across the head to get the message into him.
You really never change, Reen. It was clear from the moment we met. You were someone who really cared for others. And you're as kind now as you were then. You were our leader, always tirelessly looking out for every member of the group and putting our needs before your own. We're so grateful for all you've done. And that goes double for me. Hey, Reen, do you still remember our first day at the academy?
Yeah.
First day.
That happened a while ago.
How can I possibly forget? First, we bumped into each other outside the station because I was so taken by the lino flowers, and then that happened. I'd love to tell you I've done what you asked and forgotten, but that's just plain not possible. Sorry about that.
I should have known. Then again, who am I to talk? It's such an embarrassing memory, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget it.
It's still your fault.
And the part outside the station was the most picture-perfect way to meet you, too. Then we both had to go and ruin it.
Honestly, it's just in character.
I really am sorry about what happened, though. Just so we're clear on that.
In a strange way, though, it kind of worked out for the best. Afterward, I just kept thinking about what happened over and over again. And before I knew it, I couldn't get you out of my head. We barely met, and you were willing to risk getting seriously injured just to protect me from harm. That left a real impression on me. I kept wondering, why? Why would you do that? What kind of person must you be?
Just want to be someone who helps others out.
Next thing I knew, I found myself watching you from afar. I was so curious about every little thing you did. And the more I learned about you, the more I wanted to know. I wanted to find out how you saw the world around you and how you were able to live so true to yourself.
You know, you were always on my mind, too. You've always been hardworking, with all the pride of a noble and a strong competitive streak. But I think what stood out to me the most was how considerate you are of others, and how you always put them before yourself.
Yeah.
All that time you say you were thinking about me, I was probably thinking about you, too. To be honest, you've been on my mind ever since our picture-perfect meeting, as you put it.
Really?
During the past few weeks and months, I've gotten to know more and more about what makes you the person you are. The two of us have had so many long talks about finding our own paths through life, or about deciding how we want to live. And somewhere along the line, I found myself hoping that between whatever you decided and whatever I decided, the paths we chose for ourselves would eventually meet and become one, so we could walk side by side.
Does that mean...
I love you, Elisa, and no matter
Aw.
what happens, or what you decide to do with your life, even if our paths one day end up parting, and we have to go our separate ways, my feelings for you will never change.
Reen...
No.
If it weren't for you, I'm not sure I would have ever found the courage to find a path for myself at all. I was only able to because of how much your determination inspired me. How it made me want to struggle on, just like you do. And I love you too, Reen.
No.
I'm so glad.
No.
I'm feeling kind of embarrassed now. I've got a lot of memories of this place already, but I think this one might leave the strongest impression of all.
So am I. I can't see my face, but I think it's safe to say it's redder than it was at the old schoolhouse. But I'll never forget this moment. No matter what happens, I won't forget. No matter what hardships I might end up facing, I'll just have to think of you, and I'll be strong enough to overcome them.
And the same goes for me, too. I've got no idea if I really deserve someone as good as you. There's still so much I don't know about myself, but I do know that I want you by my side, now and in the future. Whatever may happen, Elisa, I hope we'll be able to find a path we can share with one another.
I hope so too.
Nah. How sweet. Hmm. How cute. Level 7? Overdrive 2? What? That's new. The final operation. The final day of the game. Oh, it's winter. Cold snow. It looks beautiful. I love how it looks with the snow. Feels comforting. Well, there it is. Valmar's Tachi. This is amazing. You really were able to forge Valmar a new Tachi from Cimmerian ore.
Of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 odds in length. Its uncommon shape made refining and processing the ore exceedingly difficult, but to say the least, but it was done. I doubt I would have been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the last qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm with you, instructor.
It was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's instructor, Makarov. I heard you were once a student at the Ruhr Institute of Technology, but I never connected the dots.
And that's how I preferred it too. Oh, that was a long, long time ago. I don't like this old guy. He's just annoying. I'll never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study more than me. The offer still stands, however. I know talent when I see it.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. I doubt I have half the talent to keep up with you.
Give it to him straight, George, or won't get through that damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell him you'd go insane if you had to spend years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him.
Still, what a beautiful blade it is. Its radiance is simply dazzling.
And ain't nothing out there like Cimmerian ore. It's probably not as sharp as some of the real swordsmiths would make, though. None of us are smiths by profession. Valmar should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from the Soldat, so that's what counts.
Alright.
Alright then, let's give it a try. are a real weapon. Valmar's Tachi. This feels right. What the? Huh? It's resonating. What is this? Whoa.
They're resonating with one another.
They sure are.
This feels correct.
How beautiful. It truly is astounding. You look so cool, Valmar.
I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, all right.
I think we finally have a chance.
Feedback process with the new armament complete. I do indeed feel this is easier to wield than previous armaments. Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Think this'll do the trick?
Yep. I had high expectations, but this shattered them. I think I finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Schmidt, Instructor Makarov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done.
Save your thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now that I'm done is of no concern to me.
He's not being modest, Irene. He totally means it.
It's just how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, so that's an horrible jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Something wrong with that? All that said, I think the preparations are now finally complete.
Yes, sir. I think it's about time I go and get everyone.
The fated moment has finally arrived.
The current time is 630 hours. Everyone should gather here at 730 hours. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier, too.
Right. Wait, where? What are we wearing? What? Same day, 7:50. What did you give us? Oh! Everyone's got an armband now.
Yeah!
All of the students have gathered.
Good.
Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov.
We leave them in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave them to us.
Students of Thor's Military Academy. I'm sure most of you remember what was once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Dracos, the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I ask you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualities one must possess to be its foundation. I imagine that you each had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask that you not make the mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening up a path and treading down it, that one does this. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Return alive. Welcome spring's arrival with one another. And when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Dracos the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed.
Yeah!
Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him.
Thor's!
Everyone,
Oh.
move out!
Understood.
Thor's military! Attack! Yeah. Reen can use the S-Craft Termination Slash. Dawn. What is this? Finally, I didn't even realize, I didn't even think of it, but yeah, Reen never got a new S-Craft. What is this?
Surface air temperature is 5 degrees, humidity 13%. There's a north-northwest westerly wind blowing at 11 APH. Incoming message from both 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They're past the Schwarz-Drache barrier in Trista, moving into formation about 100 cells from Heimdall.
The cans and secondary armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle at any time.
All orbital engines are operating normally.
All crew members present and accounted for. We're ready to begin the operation on your command.
Understood. Sounds like we're all ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing anything from Prince Oliver.
Indeed. There's been no word from Father either.
They probably got their hands full in the West.
It's starting to get really hectic from there from what I heard. I've asked Mick to try and get into contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding.
That's too bad.
It would have been great to have them here too.
There's no point in lamenting what we don't have.
Right. All we can do is make the best of our current situation.
Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday. We've still got time. If there's anything you want to take care of now, now's your chance. Anything spring to mind?
Now that you mention it, Toa, are there any new requests for us to take care of?
There are, in fact. Hold on a minute while I get them up.
Here we go. Final requests. Ymir Ymir far where danger strikes close to home for young Reen with a strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Ymir. Will he answer the call? Will his sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anyone actually read this? Nord by northeast. Prince Oliver. The hills are alive, dear Reen, with the sound of monsters. The highlands, to be more precise. And I'd like you to look into it personally. I hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll have to fly like, dare I say it, the wind to deal with this threat. Sashin violence. There was once a woman from Ruhr. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap when I sat in her lap. Now I have one lover fewer. Shut up. When we speak of serpents, what should spring to mind but the fell Jormungand? But in truth, I have my own glorious serpent I bring out at parties and on special occasions. In fact, Reen, this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the prince and just kill the monster. I swear to God, Olivier. Huh, I think we can handle these.
Right, none of them seem like they would take too long.
Whether you do them or not, it's totally up to you, but getting ready for battle should be your top priority. I know you've gotten the hang of reporting to Prince Oliver, but seeing as we can't contact him, you can just report to me.
This might as well be the last chance that you have to get maintenance done on your ordnance too. So if you need anything, let me know.
We will, thank you. There's no such thing as being too prepared for this. There really isn't.
Finale.
Forward. Relentlessly. To advance the main story, speak to Toa and select Commence Operation. This is the last time during the story that you will be on board the Courageous. After beginning the operation, it will no longer be possible to take advantage of its facilities or visit other towns. All quests and sub-events will also disappear, and trial chests will become permanently unavailable. While you have another chance to buy items, quartz, and the like, this will not be for some time. I appreciate the game being completely honest with me. Well, I'm going to have my team set up as the team that I think I want to go into the final dungeon with, which is, I want Elisa, obviously. I want my bro Machias. We're obviously having the team members that I had back then, which is Elisa, Machias, and Fee. But who do I put into the other two slots is the question. Eustace and Emma. No, Eustace and Laura. Yeah. Okay, so there are a lot of character profiles that we can actually update right now. So okay, actually, hang on. There are a lot of things we can actually do right now. A lot apparently. First of all, I want to go see if first up, exchange. Okay, none of this is like better in terms of damage. Oh, well, the armor is better, but okay, I'm gonna just start by doing all the character profiles. There are a bunch of character profiles we can get, so why not we go ahead and just grab them. Mint.
Uncle Makarov is a total disaster sometimes. Yesterday was totally the perfect chance for him, and he just wastes it. Well, if he's not gonna make sure the two of them get together, I sure as heck will. I guess we got some work to do here first. Let's save those hostages.
Alright. Next up, let's go speak to some of the people on the 4th floor here.
This is where Prince often spends her time.
No one's in here anymore. Seem back on board. Not you.
Edel. I've made a few adjustments to combat shells myself. Across the lily, I just had to teach him lots of very powerful arts. Making them develop is so filling, just like grown flowers.
And she's the only person who will ever draw that parallel. Really appreciate it. Can't get some practice in before the operation gets underway.
By all means, give him a shot if you can spare time.
I think that means that we've upgraded our, that we can get the higher level challenges here, I assume. Once we actually get access to them. Oh, and that upgraded a profile for them. I wasn't even paying attention. So wait. No. Wait. Ah, there it is. There's the combat training 4. Okay, next up. Go to floor 3. Got a couple characters we can talk to floor 3.
Promise that I'll definitely help restore the Grand Market to its former glory. That's why I'll make it through this operation along with y'all. That being said, make sure you're ready before we bust in there. I got everything you'll need stocked up.
So much to buy here. We can go see Patrick somewhere here, apparently. Lisa!
Finally head to where this whole mess began. The biggest question now is, what lies ahead once we've rescued Elise and His Majesty?
Who's to say, really? Especially now that this nation's lost the railway guns in Grelia Fortress. Those might have been the only things that allow us to fend off Calvard.
Well, it's a little late for us to start worrying about that now. We'll just have to focus on our rescue mission and making it through this war in one piece. We've come this far together, so we might as well go all the way.
I'm in if you are. That reminds me, I want to see, what does that Overdrive 2 mean? Deal 1.2 more times more physical and magic damage during Overdrive. Nice. Very powerful. Still need... We got Becky to talk to. We need to talk to Patrick. Patrick!
The most important task may have fallen to your class, but the rest of us will still be joining the fight as well. We'll keep the Imperial Guardsmen out of your hair, so you can focus on your own battles. So you better not let us down.
Naturally. We'll be able to fight with confidence knowing we've got people covering our backs, you included.
Don't presume that I'm doing this to help you. My main concern is that you save His Majesty, and Elise, of course. I can't stand the thought of her being in prison a moment longer. She's far too lovely for that, and to be your sister.
Believe me, I want to rescue her. Still, while I appreciate the sentiment, you know who else she's far too lovely for? You. So don't even think of trying to cozy up to her.
Do you have to be so menacing and overprotective every time I bring her up? I was trying to show my concern. Help? Help me?
Next up, go 2nd floor.
Oh, Reem, you couldn't have come at a better time.
What's up? Something I can help you with?
I'm glad you asked. While you're cooking, do you find yourself producing dishes that might be deemed peculiar by some palates? If you do, don't just toss them. I want them. And the more, the better.
Do I want to know why you want them?
Well, step on my train, become the ultimate bride. One day I'll need to cook my husband meals that are chock full of love, and it's never too early to start practicing. In order to fill my cooking with love, I want to sample food that dares to be different. Sensible, no?
If you say so.
But this is solely for my future husband's benefit. It will teach me to make a wider variety of meals when I'm helping out in the courageous kitchen, too. So what do you say? Please, can you do this for cute little me?
If I agree to help, do you promise never to talk to me like that ever again? Can't imagine this will be worth our time, but I'm not the kind of guy I'd turn down a chance to help someone. If I run into any peculiar dishes, I'll bring them straight to you.
Last last I had once again laid bare my burning desires to Vincent, and do you know what he told me? He told me that he would give me his answer after this operation is over. That's an indirect marriage proposal if I ever heard one. Oh, Vincent, I knew you always felt the same way I did.
This is a disaster waiting to happen. You better hope he's not trying to get himself killed. No one in here. Hey!
I was talking to Elisa last night, and we decided that if we both return to this operation safely, we're going to hold a big party at the academy. Every student's to be invited, of course, regardless of class. The faculty, too.
Sounds like it'd be one heck of a party. Saying if makes it sound like you're not planning on returning from this operation safely.
I suppose you're right. Now let me rephrase. When we inevitably return safely after this operation, we were inevitably throwing a massive party. And you say success stems from the mind, after all.
Perfect. She's gotten tougher since I first met her. I'm sure spending time with Elisa is thanks to that.
There are a lot of preparations that need to be made for a party like that to happen. Food, for instance, could be an issue. Even if Serapha and Celestin were to work together, they only know so many recipes. If only there were a book full of them that I could somehow get my hands on.
Okay, maybe let's scale it back a little. You don't necessarily have to think of the specifics until after the operation.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Right now I should focus my mind and energy on the task at hand. We will make this operation a resounding success.
Naturally. It might not hurt to keep the fact that she's looking for a ton of recipes in the back of my mind. If I could gather up a bunch of good ones for her, I'm sure I'd be able to help her keep her mind on the operation. Question. Can I try? I still have a bunch of stuff I have to make.
Well, if I must. I suppose. Sure, I don't mind.
We still need to make a lot of... There we go. There's another.
All right, let's get started.
Seasonal hot pot. We need to talk to Vincent as well.
We no longer have anything to fear. My graceful spearsmanship shall cleave even the winds in my way to ribbons and cut his path to safety for the hostages. Onward, my dear sister, onward, my capable servant. Together we shall show the world what the illustrious floral family is truly capable of.
With pleasure, Master Vincent. And of course, the moment he goes and does anything respectful, he goes and bawls his heroic speech. I originally learned how to fight with a pistol in order to act as a bodyguard for Master Vincent and Lady Ferris. The training was grueling, but the alternative was having to share the task of serving them with another, which I could simply not abide.
That's some devotion.
But of course, can you think of anyone more worthy of devotion than Master Vincent and Lady Ferris? I, for one, cannot. As long as I draw breath, I will do everything possible to keep him safe.
In the computer room...
Hey! Gotta admit, didn't expect anyone to ask me to help out with your Divine Knight's fancy new sword. Still, glad we got it all sorted.
And just in time, too. Thanks, Instructor Makarov. Never would have guessed that you were one of Professor Schmidt's disciples, or even a student from the Institute.
Yeah, that was on purpose. I tried to keep my mouth shut about all this stuff. Schmidt used to have me help him out on weapons research, which, as you can imagine, I got sick of real quick. That's why I decided to get the hell out of there and move to another school over in Heimdall. Even then, the whole Schmidt's disciple thing ended up getting me involved in all sorts of nonsense I didn't care about. Got sick of that too, so I bailed and ended up at Thor's.
Wow, sounds like you got a pretty dramatic education, to say the least.
Welcome to adulthood.
Let's go back to the bridge.
Great to finally have everyone from the Academy on board the Courageous. Everyone who went missing, everyone who chose to stay at the Academy, they're all here ready to fight with us. It's kind of surreal. Really did go and achieve exactly what we set out to do, you know?
Yeah, I know the feeling. We took back the Academy, Falmore's new Tachi has been forged. Nothing's stopping us from giving this operation our all. That being said, it feels a little wrong to say we have everyone when there's one of us missing.
I didn't even think of that. Sure, it's lively enough that here as it is, but Crow has the special energy no one else can bring. But just remember, him not being here yet doesn't make what you've done any less amazing. So thank you, Reem. I can't imagine all of us would be here now if not for you.
I think you're giving me too much credit there. Coming this far was a team effort. I may be a part of that team, but so are you and everyone else.
Oh, Reem, I should have known you would say that. Yep, I think if anyone deserves a little something, it's you. Reem, would you be willing to accept this?
The Emblem Master Quartz. A Master Quartz?
That's right. The principal gave it to me. He said it to give it to a student who goes above and beyond the call of duty. So that's exactly what I've just done. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you.
I don't know if I've gone above and beyond, but if you say I deserve it, then I'll happily accept. I can't quit here. Not when we're so close. Soon we'll be able to bring Crow home, and only then will we really be able to say we have everyone on board.
Right.
That Master Quartz is apparently for getting every single student on board the Courageous, so that's good. What's it do, though? The Emblem. Space Elemental Master Quartz. The lower your remaining HP, the less damage received. Damage received down as HP drops. Decreases damage by up to 80%. Chance of triple advantage encounter. 60% chance only when user is active character. Oh, this is the one that Angie had. Or, Angelica, sorry. This is the one that Angelica had. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Like that. Next up. Up. Choose a destination. We can go to Trista. Trista Highway as well. I want to go back to Trista. First of all, I want to check here. Yep, Imperial Chronicles Issue 6. Battle for Heimdall, tensions mount. The rebels call residents near it to evacuate. Let's read it. The final, or the issue 6. Breaking. Battle for Heimdall, tensions mount. We've received word that the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions, regarded as rebels, have called for residents of the area surrounding Heimdall to evacuate if possible. Sources have suggested that both divisions are attempting to launch a decisive battle for control of the city, causing tensions to build on the outskirts of the capital. Nothing to fear. Meanwhile, the Noble Alliance forces are well prepared to defend the capital, presenting themselves as an all but insurmountable obstacle for the rebels. One officer in charge of a soldats platoon commented, "If that's what they're planning, they're welcome to try. It's high time we wiped out those rebel scumbags once and for all." Meanwhile, the armies of General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius, both with countless victories to their names, have gathered in Heimdall and are expected to take part in the coming battle. Current intelligence suggests that the rebel forces are not as well supplied as those of the Noble Alliance, and so any such battle is unlikely to last more than a day or two at most. We ask the citizens of Erebonia not to fear and to believe that the overwhelming odds in the Noble Alliance's favor will speed them to a well-earned victory. Effect on public transport. Should a battle break out, it is expected that all train and airship service would be suspended. When questioned, a member of the Ministry of Railways responded, "Ensuring the safety of our passengers is paramount to us, and as such, we would have no choice but to suspend service until we could offer such a guarantee again." This publication suggests that all citizens planning to travel keep a close eye on the national news and preferably, avoid all non-essential travel altogether until the rebel forces have been quelled. Crime. Duke Alberea arrested? Wait. Huh? Oh, yeah. I, for some reason, misread that for a second. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. The ruling lord of the Kroitzen province, Duke Alberea, appears to have been arrested on suspicion of a number of crimes. He stands accused of arson, inciting disorder, and the willful harm of Erebonian citizens, among other charges. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say why I was surprised for a second. I misread that name as somebody else completely, and I got very confused why their name of all people would be... for some reason, I have no idea why I misread this, but I read it as... what was his name? What was the guy's name? For some reason, my mind immediately jumped to thinking it was the... Oh, what was his name back in Liberl? The Duke. Or whatever. Whatever. I thought it was a Liberal character for a second. For some reason, in my mind, I'm still like... It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Perhaps the most damning indictment is the charge of setting fire to Celtic, but we must reiterate that no evidence has been found against the Duke, and thus he remains innocent until proven guilty. Nonetheless, his arrest was his arrest led to a wave of confusion spreading across the provincial capital of Berehard as the region is effectively left without a governing head. Trusted sources have also informed us that he has been summarily expelled from the Alliance, which had no part in instigating any of the illegal actions he is alleged to have taken. More trouble in Crossbell? Reports have begun to pour in about another helping of trouble from the beleaguered Crossbell. The accounts are vague and fragmentary, but all suggest a blue light has appeared on the eastern side of the country along with a gigantic tree. We'll bring you more on this emerging story as it develops. However, there's a strong possibility that this represents yet another new weapon being developed in secret by the rogue state, a weapon that might be turned against the Empire in an invasion attempt. Those living near the border are advised to remain alert. Western Front in chaos. The battle for Western Arabonia was thought to have been all but won, but the setback has apparently emerged in the form of a previously missing 7th Armored Division. The division is working in tandem with the avowedly neutral group Winds of Freedom and is calling on the Noble Alliance's forces to cease hostilities. The Alliance forces, meanwhile, have just begun the final phase of their plan to neutralize the opposition in the west, and they are now warning the group that any attempt to obstruct their work will be regarded as treason. Furthermore, reports have suggested that the remnants of the former Imperial Army are beginning to reassemble, bringing even greater confusion to a region already battered by war. Strange happenings in Trista. Eyewitness reports point to the trouble in the picturesque town of Trista, just a short way from Heimdall, with signs of large numbers of students there claiming to be on leave of absence from their studies. In all likelihood, this is the work of seditious elements, and the Noble Alliance fully intends to conduct a more thorough investigation at a later time. Notice from the editors. With the war reaching perhaps its most fevered pitch, many of our readers are likely feeling more than a little nervous, understandably so. We would like to advise those living in or near the capital to remain apprised of current events and to try and remain calm in the case of an emergency. We can only hope that the war's final days are soon to come, as it is the humble opinion of this paper that any further expansion of the war could only harm the strength of this great nation. Chief Editor. Alright. We got that. Next up, I want to go back into the school. And if we talk to Beatrix... Yeah.
It's no secret by now that I used to be a colonel in the military. The 100 Days War, 12 years ago, was a major factor in my early retirement, in fact.
That was the one between us and Liberl, right?
That's right, and it was meaningless, fueled by nothing but the foolish desires of a few select individuals. Countless Liberalian lives were lost over nothing. It made me realize that I no longer had the ability to save the people who truly needed saving. You, on the other hand, all of you seem to have the ability to bring light back to this land in a way that I cannot. More importantly, I believe in you. That's why I'm confident you'll all make it back from this ordeal ahead.
Thank you, Instructor.
We'll be back, Beatrix. We promise.
Aw. That's all the story things we can get there. Next up, go down into the hole here.
There, busy getting ready? There's not much time left till the operation begins, so if there's anything you need to do it now.
Well, one thing I need to do is make sure my equipment and Arcus are in top-end condition. There's not a doubt in my mind that Crow and the Azure Knight will be there, so I can't go in unprepared.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Alright, sounds like a plan, Reed. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that. It's a shame there isn't any more Zemirian ore left. I could have made good use of it.
Speaking of which, how so?
Well, remember how I was using it to customize your weapons earlier this year? That was the most I could do at the time. Making Valmor's new Tachi gave me tons of practice on handling Zemirian ore. So at this point, I'm confident I can do more than customize an existing weapon. I can make a new one from scratch.
Really? That sounds amazing. The more powerful weapons we have, the better.
Unfortunately, though, we used all the ore you brought back, and I do mean all of it. I don't even have the tiniest fraction left to play with anymore. If you had any, even a few small fragments that I could put together, I'd be able to do it, but as things stand.
Actually, I do have some on me.
You do? Awesome! Well, as soon as you decide what you want to make with it, let me know. I'll be here waiting. It's valuable stuff, though, so make sure you think long and hard about what you want to use it on. Promised Crow I'd make it back at Oryx 4. I wasn't about to let him down. That's where my part in all this ends. It's all up to you now.
Done more than enough already. Thank you, George. I'll be sure to smack Crow silly with it and drag him back here.
I've got no doubt you will after all you've been through. Well, got some final engine checks to do before the operation begins. If you need a bit of an Arcus checkup, I can play doctor.
Well, you already know we're going to be making... Yeah.
Yo.
There's also the Iris Bow. Gives 15% crit. The Arc Fort An orbital staff that plays beautiful music, 10% crit. Palladius Rod, orbital staff filled with starlight. Brynhild, causes faint 10%. Tachyon Breaker, Tachyon, sorry. Lucius's sword. Zealous Winds, Fafnir, Lionel, Thunder and Lightning. No new Master Quartz. Doesn't seem like there's any new quartz or anything. There are a bunch of side activities we have access to. I want to go back to the bridge, and we're going to try and make... Okay, organized party. You, and you in. I'm gonna try and make one of every item.
Don't blame me if you croak.
I need the peculiar variants here.
Death tolls.
Death tolls. Mixed grill, already have.
I've got this. Cooking's
There we go, northern blue. I need to make a rock cracker.
Don't blame me if you croak.
Death tolls.
Death tolls.
Suspicious pilaf. Milliam, you are a terrible cook and it's working perfectly.
Huh?
That is not what I want.
Don't blame me if you croak.
Give me bad thing.
Death tolls.
There you go. I need venomous soup. Of course it's Milliam once again. I need bitter juice. I think I can probably just cheese it and get it with Gaius or Irene. Make it bad. There we go. With that, I have one of... Wait. Yeah, I have one of everything, meaning I should be able to give the... Okay, I'm gonna first off... Not that. Organized party. Elisa, Makia, Svi, Eustace, Laura. Now I need to go find the NPCs that require recipes. I keep forgetting I can teleport. Where are the NPCs that require recipes? First off, I actually do remember... It's not here, but there is somebody here, right? Or are they moved? I have to look everywhere for all the NPCs again. Ah, here we go. Grilled onigiri. Harmonic juice. Speed scramble. Refreshing coffee jelly. Lovely cream croquette. Thick vanilla milkshake. Top tail soup. Get some reviving bombs. Shrimp pilaf. Moist pumpkin cake. Fragrant rice cookie. Miraculous chowder. Fish burger. Luxury choco fondue. Designer cappuccino. Celestial bombs. Bagna cotta. Cheese curry noodles. Nostalgic stew. Northern blue. Celestial bomb EX. Sincere beef rice. How's it sincere? Harmonious parfait. Stamina grill. And the seasonal hot pot. All unique dishes.
I think I've got it now. I know what I want to make for Alan.
Oh, I'd ask, but I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Well, I still have a few of the finer details to iron out anyway, but I should be able to handle that on my own. But thank you so much for your help, Reen. I couldn't have done this without all the amazing food you brought me.
The pleasure's all mine. Whatever you're making, I'm sure it'll really get those sparks flying. Should be an interesting evening.
Reen, I swear. Quickly changing subjects, please take this.
Hopefully it'll make up for some of the time you spent running around looking for those dishes for me.
Revolution. Thanks.
I'll get cooking as soon as I can. I'll try making something for your class sometime too, and the wind orchestra, of course.
I'm sure it'll be delicious. So what's that do? Revolution. Damage plus 10% for every level enemy. Every level higher foe is than you. So it's the opposite of the. It's the opposite of the waterfall one. This one is stronger for every level the enemy is lower than you. That one's stronger for every level the enemy is higher than you. Could be helpful if you're under-leveled. There should be 2 other NPCs, if I remember correctly, that want stuff. Try the kitchen. You want stuff. Here we go again. Taponigiri. Stop eating it. Bitter juice. Explosive omelet. Hot jelly. Flaming croquette. White liquid. Venomous soup. Get some EP charges for that. Suspicious pilaf. Iron pancake. Rock cracker. Hypnotic hot pot. Sweltering burger. Mirror fondue. Round liquid. EB charge 2s. Sticky salad. Gorgon pasta. Burning soup. Blue liquid. EB charge 3s. No nonsense curry. Lizard parfait. Arc grill. And the hellish hot pot. All peculiar dishes.
Oh dear, I'm so stuffed I don't think I could eat another bite. Thank you for bringing me all of that, Reen. Every bite was delicious.
I can't believe she actually ate all that stuff. Or that she's still conscious for that matter. Are you sure your stomach's feeling okay, Margarita? We actually kind of used some of those dishes to weaken monsters.
Oh, now that you mention it, some of it was a little more stimulating than I had initially expected.
She just explodes.
But my stomach will prevail. Love is always the most important ingredient, so as long as you add lots of that, I'll be fine.
Love. Right. Glad to hear it, I guess. Anyway, I think it's about everything I'll be able to bring you.
My thank you. I feel like you've expanded my cooking horizons, introduced me to a new world of flavor. I'll be able to make my high-betrothed Vincent the greatest food he's ever eaten, morning, noon, and night. I do hope this can accurately express my appreciation.
Chaos. Thanks. We should get some real use out of this. I feel like I've just thrown poor Vincent under the train by helping her out.
On second thought, a course such as that is far too meager a reward after you've assured me such a blissful marriage. That's nearly scandalous for a maiden such as I. Perhaps I should supplement it with a kiss. On the cheek, of course. I do wish to save myself for Vincent.
I'll take the quartz, thanks. The Chaos Quartz. Ailments inflicted on foes last for 2 more turns. Sounds cool. Hey Varys, I got something to show you. Look at this book.
Look at all these. Have you been writing all these down yourself?
Yeah, I've been collecting them for a pretty long time now. Think there are enough of them to make your party a success?
Without a doubt. I'll have to start copying all these down right away.
Knock yourself out. Furiously copied all the recipes from Reen's recipe book, like likely breaking a few speed records in the process.
Perfect. Between your recipes, the Cooking Club's help, and Seraphin Selston, we should have a vast selection of food on offer. I must admit that I'm rather impressed. I certainly didn't expect you to present me so many recipes.
Think nothing of it. Hopefully you'll be able to now focus all your efforts on the operation instead of being distracted by party planning.
I never would have allowed something so trivial to hinder my concentration in the first place. Still, I just feel as though I've underestimated you somewhat. In light of that and your hard work, I want you to have this.
The Genesis Master Quartz. A Master Quartz? This one's pretty wild looking too.
It's a cutting-edge one that my family sent me. I would use it myself, but I imagine that you'll be able to draw its full potential much more effectively. It's very capable quartz, so I hope that it becomes a valuable asset in your battles today.
Thanks. Can't wait to see what it does. Anyway, good luck with today.
Likewise. There we will make this operation a success, and the party after it an even greater one.
The Genesis Master Quartz. Space Elemental Master Quartz. Increases critical rate when HP is low. Attacks, crafts, craft deal at critical damage, activates more as HP decreases from 20 to 80%. Interesting. Offensive arts deal critical damage and same amount. Interesting moves it gives too. Some water and quartz and water moves and space moves. Now there should be one more person, I think. You. One more time. The tricolored onigiri, the Asmela's juice, the queen omelet, the energy jelly, the classy croquette, the supreme latte, the glistening soup, get 3 tear bombs for that, the elegant pilaf, the noble souffle pancake, the crafted cracker, the transcendent hot pot, the Kaiser burger, the gorgeous fondue, the royal cappuccino, get tier rub bombs for that, the gorgeous salad, the golden pasta, the mellow stew, the eternal blue, tier roll bombs, the special curry, the divine gelato, the exciting grill, and finally, the dazzling hot pot. All superb dishes.
Wow, I never would have expected you'd bring me all of these. I don't know what to say except thank you. All the food you brought me has done wonders for my culinary skills.
Good to hear. So since I fully intend on eating one of your new and improved lunchboxes.
Well, Laura loved the last one I gave her at least. But I'll make sure to make an extra special one just for you.
My stomach's rumbling already.
Well, you can't eat it, but I did want to give you something to return a favor. I hope you like it.
Impenetrable shield. Whoa, are you sure you can have this? I mean, all I did was bring you food.
That was more than enough. You set me off on the right track to make the ultimate lunchbox. I couldn't let you do all that legwork for free.
Well, thanks. And good luck. Can't wait to eat it. Now the quartz. Adamantine shield and crescent mirror. Absolutely. Yeah. Okie dokie. So we got all of that. Now it's time for me to look back at the guide again just to make sure of everything. Go to Ymir. So let's head over to Ymir. I did want to go to Ymir anyways. Just to... Okay, I just want to make sure my party is what I thought it was. Choose a destination. Let's go to Ymir.
Full speed ahead!
Right out the gate, before we even follow whatever the guide's gonna say, I want to go over here and check. B4. B4 is the only one I haven't done yet. Okie dokie, let's get to it. Well, retry. That's actually the first time I think I failed it. Got it! Easy peasy.
Did it!
Scrabble. Can't think of a word more fitting for how well you did there. Here's your prize.
Skanda gem.
And it successfully cleared every single course I've made. Well, the pros, Irene.
You think so? I had a lot of fun trying them all.
Glad to hear it. I'll lead the way to the slope home for you anytime. You might have cleared every course, but it can't hurt to try and improve your times.
Sure. Thank you. I'll come back when I get the chance. The Skanda gem. Chrono Drive, Chrono Break, and Chrono Burst. This would be good for Fee. Yeah, this would be fantastic for Fee, actually. We'll keep it on. She gets a lot of speed. Next up, we need to talk to Tio, who should be at the manor. Hello.
Reen, we were just told what's about to happen.
You're to take part in the liberation of the capital, yes?
Indeed.
I'm sure you're aware of how dangerous this will be. More so than anything else you've done to date.
I am. But this is our chance to bring the Civil War to an end for good. I know how you guys worry about me. But as a student of Thor's, I want to fight to protect my country. And as Elisa's brother, I want to fight to take her back. I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. I have to go.
We knew you'd say something like that.
That we did. You're not a child anymore. You've grown into a fine young man, and I have no intentions of stopping you. Do what you feel needs to be done. Bring Elise home and rescue His Majesty, Reen.
I won't let you down.
It's hard to believe just how much you've grown in these past 2 months. I think it may finally be time.
Yeah.
You deserve to know the truth, Reen.
What?
Dad?
Huh?
There's something that I've been keeping from you all this time.
Huh?
I've wondered when this day would come, and now I believe you're old enough and mature enough to handle it.
Hmm?
And so, once all of this is over, I will tell you all that I know about your birth.
Oh. What?
Darling, are you sure?
I am. I'm sorry for not running this past you first, Lucia. But wouldn't you agree he has the right to know? And I'm sorry to you as well, son. I didn't intend to bring this up so suddenly.
Really? The truth of Reen's birth?
It's all right, Dad. I wasn't expecting you to bring up the issue now, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I'd always suspected there was something you weren't telling me.
I see.
You did?
It's not like I had proof or anything, but I was found abandoned in a blizzard. Under those circumstances, a kid my age would freeze to death in a matter of hours.
It seems like Reen's dad might actually know what... He might have an idea of what it is that Reen has inside of him. What is this... like, monster that Reen's got trapped in him?
And yet Dad just happened to find me in the nick of time. I couldn't help but wonder if maybe there was more to it. I kept turning it over and over in my head, trying to figure out if there was something I was missing all this time.
I see.
I'm so sorry. We didn't realize you were suffering so much over it.
I don't think it's something you should have to apologize for. I know why you wouldn't tell me. And besides, I feel like I've grown a lot in this last year too, personally. Thanks to Elise and everyone I've met at Thor's, I can finally feel proud of who I am. And that's why, no matter what happens now, no matter what you have to tell me, I'll always be your son. That's never going to change.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to finding out, but it's not the big deal it once was anymore.
Thank you, son.
No.
I was going to do that.
No. No.
I should be the one thanking the two of you.
I feel like crying.
Your parents are amazing, Reen.
I'm kinda jealous. I'm so happy for you, Reen.
Well, guess it's time to go.
Take care, Reen. I know you can do it.
Come back safely, all of you. We'll be right here to welcome you back.
Right!
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I'm sure he'll be able to handle it.
Indeed. All we can do is believe in him and pray that Adios watches over him from above.
That was surprising. Didn't think your parents knew about your birth family.
Yeah.
From the sound of things, however, they don't know much more than that. You wouldn't happen to remember anything regarding your childhood before being taken in by House Schwarzer, would you?
As far as we can tell, it seems like it's mostly a blur for Reen.
Unfortunately not. My earliest memory is waking up in this house. I was in bed, and Elise was by my side. Wait, no, that's not my earliest memory. There was something before that.
Blood. We were looking at somebody. Oh, this is different. What's this? Oh, Adios. If you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child. Who was that?
Reen, are you okay?
That was a new one. Never saw that still image before.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I think we've stayed here long enough. We should probably get moving.
Weird. Just to make sure of one thing.
So I believe that it's been 12 years since I took you in. Time truly flies. Still, you've grown to be a fine, upstanding young man. I want you to know that I couldn't be more proud of you. Good luck, Reen. I know you'll do yourself proud.
Thanks. Now, apparently, doing that has actually unlocked something. Something in Ymir Valley. We have to go to Ymir Valley anyways, because there's also fishing that we can do, apparently. But something has been unlocked in Ymir Valley, I think. Oh, but first...
I can't stop thinking about that radiant glow. I can't wait to sink my teeth into its beautiful body.
Hey there, Annabelle. Did you see some sort of rare fish in the water?
Oh, good day, Reen. Actually, yes. Not long ago, I saw a giant shadow of a fish swimming through the stream here.
A giant shadow? You don't think it could be Ymir's guardian, do you?
You know of it. Well, you grew up around here, so I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll hear about sightings around here on occasion. I even saw it once back when I was a kid.
Really? You must be as curious as I am then, aren't you? I would be if I were in your shoes. But I'm afraid the legend of Ymir's guardian ends here. But I shall be the one to reel it in for good.
You're gonna catch it?
I certainly am. If you don't want me catching it, you're just going to have to catch it before me. Neither of us will be in for an easy time, however. As I'm sure you're well aware, Reen, Ymir's guardian is in a class of its own among the many fish of Erebonia. Still, I couldn't be more pleased to have you as my rival. With that said, may the competition begin.
And may the best angler win. Let's fish up the final fish.
There it is!
Whoa, this is
The
a big
Art
one.
Tyrant. 10 new materials.
I caught it. I think I would be defeated.
Look at the size of it, though. This sucker's huge. And the radiant glow coming from it is so beautiful. All the legends turned out to be true after all.
Indeed, at a glance, it seems to be at least 3 yards tall, long. It must be a mutation of a gladiator.
Yeah, although it weighs a lot more, and it's way more powerful too. I never struggled so much to catch a fish in my life.
Be that as that may be as that... The victory is yours. And for your achievement, I hereby proclaim you as a platinum angler. I have a little something special for you to exchange your points for now, too.
Thank you.
I still want to know what it tastes like, though.
Annabelle?
Please, don't mind me.
Do not eat the fish. The Alios Gem, Ragna Vortex, plus 15 strength, 50% accuracy, 15% evasion, and 10 movement. Give me that. Basically what I've been saving up all of the points this entire game for. Take this too. That's not the important thing that might have opened here. I don't know if this is a New Game Plus exclusive thing, but as far as I can tell, that shouldn't be the case, but I'm going to look around anyways, just in case I'm wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I had misread it. But assuming I read correctly... hi there. Let me read this again. I might be wrong. Maybe I was wrong. I might be misreading something. What the? Huh? Oh. I'm gonna look at the guide here for a second. Isengard. I might be wrong in assuming this is actually... I don't think I can actually get it, is what I'm thinking. I think it might be a New Game Plus accessory thing, but... Oh well. I just want to check anyways, just in case. But what I was trying to do, that I assume is a New Game Plus thing, is that there's apparently an optional dungeon that appears after talking with Reen's father. That's why I went over to check. But it might only be available from doing New Game Plus. So... yeah. In which case, we're just gonna have to skip it. The guide does mention completing the different, whatchamacallits, the, training exercises, but I'm good on that for now. Additionally, we need to go over to Kenneth.
Reen, don't tell me. You actually caught the legendary Ymir's Guardian.
That's right. Wasn't easy though, let me tell you.
No great catch as it ever is. It's just incredible. I've never even seen it, let alone had a chance to land it. It was a mutation of a gladiator. Must have been quite the sight when you fished it up, that's for sure. So I'd say now that you're truly worthy as a tile platinum angler. It's an incredibly rare honor. The only other person with it are myself and my brother and his elite four.
That's like half the people I know who actually fish.
It's rare, trust me. A lot of fishermen out there. And hey, that tile earns you a nice little bonus too. It's all yours. Should be handy with all the finding you do.
Orochi. Oh, this looks like one strong master quartz. Thanks so much, Kenneth, for this and all the support you've given me to reach this point.
Don't worry about it. Sport's free and I got plenty of it. Now you're platinum, you can also trade for more stuff.
Sure enough, you have your own gem. Maelstrom, the Senin gem, gives Maelstrom 250, 2,500 HP, and 100 ADF. Pretty good, but I can't buy it. Requires a lot of points. Of which I do not have. what does the Orochi gen do? Master Quartz do? Randomly increases physical damage. Randomly increases physical damage increased by maximum of 125%. Randomly increases magic damage by a maximum of 75%. Very nice. Alright, in that case, I guess we are using, I guess we're doing side quests now. Okie dokie. We got a bunch of side quests we can tackle then. Whilst I'm at it, I should probably do... What I should probably do is that. That's a lot of speed. That's what I want. Okay. We'll probably be fine. Next up, side quests. All the side quests seem to just involve fighting monsters, so let's go out to... Let's just get it going. First up, my Jormungand don't want none. East Celtic Highway is where we want to head towards.
Leave it to me!
This place is still sad.
Let's ride.
I almost forgot I have a motorcycle.
This spot looks
East Celtic Highway. Do 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 do. Whee. Ah, it's where we met Elliot and Fee before.
This could get tricky. Look sharp.
What in the world? There we go.
Stay calm.
I'll handle it.
Jormungand. Lightning Fall.
my turn.
Jormungand, a giant worm monster that lurks deep underground, causes localized earthquakes around those who attack it. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we're just going straight for it. Termination Slash! Done!
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Come. End it. Goodness. Oh.
Right.
That was cool.
They're off balance.
My turn. Here I go. No problem. Here I go.
Overdrive!
My turn.
No problem. Thanks. Okay.
It healed.
Here I go.
Let's move. Let's move. My turn. My turn. Now!
It's my turn.
My turn.
Let's do this.
Thanks.
Nope.
My turn.
Territorial Flame.
Right. No problem.
Good.
Now. Okay.
We gotta go for it. There we go.
Okay, that's say great.
Sumerian Ore Shard. That's one down. More to go. Let's go back to the Courageous. Let's go to the rest room. Sleepy time. Shoot. Next up, we have the Courageous landing at the Saoshin Mountain Path, Saoshin Violence.
Where do you want to go?
Where's the Saoshin Iron Mines?
Speed ahead.
There it is.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
That's... oh dear. Wait a minute, we fought that thing before. Get over here.
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
You again.
Okay. Here I go.
That works.
Here I go.
Guess bod. An assault archaism can deal with foes in a wide area due to its elastic arms and devastating main cannon. No elements are going to be helpful, or no ailments are going to be helpful here, but earth attacks do hurt it quite a bit.
Right.
Okay. Here I go.
My turn.
Okay.
Why'd I give that to you? That was stupid as can be. Beam arms.
Too slow.
Okay.
Here I go.
You already know. Alamar!
It's my turn.
I'll handle it. Right.
We'll do Soul Eruption. Beautiful.
My turn.
Nice job.
Hostiles mutual. Success.
Another one down. Sasha violence complete. Narsamirian Orshard. Alright, back to the courageous. I think I'm gonna swap out Fee a bit for... Yeah. The bros. Let's also go heal up. Very nice. Go to the bridge. You know what? I probably should. I didn't even think of this, but honestly, I really should. I've probably got more than enough, Mira to bother with doing this. And let's go down into the hold. That way you can use something else. While we're at it, I'm gonna make... I got plenty of chords. I'm gonna make a bunch of level 3s of a couple, like, higher level variants. It seems weird, but trust me, it is weird. Reason being is because I know some people here need upgraded variants of the things they already have. That's fine. EP cut, we can give you EP cut 2. You can also have mind 3. You should be using Action 3 and Action 2. There we go. Now you're really fast. You should be using Defense 3. And I think I'm okay with that. Okay, just wanted to fix that all up. Next up, next location, Nord. Nord Highlands Northeast is where we're headed. Hang instructor, Sarah.
Where do you want to go?
Nord Highlands.
Leave it to me.
There it is. All right. Just want to make sure.
Let's ride.
Let me make sure I save.
I wonder if we'll be able to keep the motorcycle when we get to the future Cold Steel games. Big fish.
Here I go.
You know what? We're not gonna waste any time. Yeah, Valimar! Heavenly Slash. He healed. I get a crit though.
Very well.
It didn't really matter. Guild or Quaker?
No problem. Here I go.
We're just gonna immediately do this. That way, I can immediately hit you with the Soul Eruption.
Here I go.
What did it just do? I wasn't paying attention, but that was a weird sound, and it scares me. Adamantine Shield.
I can do this.
Crescent Mirror.
Right.
Would you quit healing?
My turn. My turn.
I thought it was bad whenever I, as the player, did it, but God. Knock it off! You deserve that. Easy. Nord by Northeast. Alright, get back to the Courageous. Once more, let's go heal up. Teddy bear. Alright. Last but not least, we've already seen it before, or at least we saw it briefly. Back over in Ymir.
Where do you want to go?
It actually might just be better to go to the Isengard ranges and turn around. Sure enough, it was a better idea. Hello there. Oh god.
Here I go.
The Sasquatch.
Right.
A large ape monster said to live deep in snowy mountains, freeze its foes with a roar, then pulverize them.
They're off balance.
Right.
Wind's fine, but...
I'll handle this.
Now's our chance.
It hit Confuse on it.
My turn.
No problem.
Right. They're off balance.
Right.
I'll handle this.
Let's move.
I suppose I should...
Here I go.
Ooh, they hit a crit too!
Thanks.
I'll handle this.
My turn.
I can't risk it. I need you to have that. I need somebody to have it. Give me that crit.
What? My turn.
Right.
Thanks. Right.
I'm very live.
I'm not done yet.
Valivar! Way to scare me, will ya? Hello. Oh, what are you doing on the screen?
But you weren't expecting me to show up, were you? I can access the computer from in my chair. Normally you report to Prince Oliver, but since we can't get in contact with him, I'm going to be one listening to your reports today.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case.
Well done!
There's still one last rank we have yet to get. But we should be able to get it because there's still one last side quest in the game that we can do. Let's see here. I just want to make sure. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Anyways, there is one last side quest. That's a hidden quest. For it, we need to go to Trista Chapel.
Where do you want to go?
Trista.
Full speed ahead!
Hello there.
The battle in Heimdall's scheduled to begin soon, is it not? I hope he doesn't wind up in the middle of it.
Is something wrong, Father?
Oh, hello. I hate to put anything more onto your young shoulders, but you may be able to help out. Would you lend me your aid? I don't mean to pressure you, of course. I imagine your mind is already occupied with more pressing matters.
Of course we can help. Sure, we're free until noon, for obvious reasons. What do you need?
Thank you so much. My request concerns a fellow clergyman. A traveling priest who visited us this morning, actually.
Priests travel? I guess they would, but if a religion without a church had some religious duties they need taken care of. You don't see them in cities very often, but they're a relatively common sight in less populated areas.
That's right. Ever since the war began, the church has been dispatching even more of them across Erebonia. It's our duty to support people in need, and traveling priests can do so in areas that those like myself cannot. This priest, however, only made the briefest of stops here, saying he wanted to learn more about the state of the country.
He left? Already?
That is rather worrisome. There's no telling what the fallout of the battle in Heimdall could lead to.
The fact that he was an elderly German only serves to compound my concern, too. If you could, would you mind checking to see whether he arrived at his destination or not?
I think we can do that.
It'd be nearly impossible to do in time if we had to use the trains, but it should be doable with the courageous. Guess this job was made for us.
Agreed. Let's see if we can't get any updates on this old man's safety. So, now that's settled, where exactly did he go, Father?
He said he was bound for the church in Celtic. He sounded very upset about what had happened there. I can only imagine he wanted to see the damage for himself.
Understood. Okay, gang. Next up, Celtic.
Thank you for doing this for me. I very much appreciate it.
Absentee father. We apparently just need... This quest is easy, but it might take some time. Also, there's going to be... Okay, it's just going to be easier if I do it. First off, Call the Courageous, adjust the party. We want to apparently have Sarah and Gaius, because this apparently actually changes some of the dialogue. But then we're going to head back onto the Courageous and head over to Celtic.
Where do you want to go?
Celtic is over here.
Leave it to me.
Celtic Chapel. Excuse me, Fire, but could I ask you a question? Has a traveling priest visited this church recently?
He did indeed. In fact, he even made it a point to visit everyone affected by the assault. The fact that a priest from the holy city of Alteria came all that way to visit us was rather motivating for all of us.
I see. Phew, I'm glad he made it here safely.
In retrospect, there's probably no need to be worried when he was only a quick train ride away.
He doesn't seem to be here, though.
Well, he mentioned that he wanted to see more of the war's impact on the country firsthand. I imagine he's already heading for his next destination by now.
Really?
He seems surprisingly oblivious to the dangers around him.
I can't imagine that trains will be running as scheduled with the Battle for Heimdall beginning at noon. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. Did he tell you where he was going, Father? I'd like to go check up on him if I can.
I believe his next destination was Bereahard Cathedral.
That's just one stop away. If we leave now, we might be able to catch him.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Next up, go to Bereahard.
Leave it to me.
Again, it doesn't look like it's a difficult side quest, it's just a side quest that's annoying. I don't see anyone here who fit the bill of traveling priest, but let's ask just to be sure. Excuse me, did traveling priest happen to stop by here recently?
He certainly did. He wasted no time in asking for details about the Kreutzen province's current state, too.
So he arrived safely. Thank goodness.
Worries were unfounded then.
Did you have some business with him, perchance? I'm not particularly fond of his kind. They have far too much leeway. Traveling or not, he is a priest. He's expected to uphold the order of the church and conduct himself as a man of the cloth.
Wasn't expecting that. Sounds like there was no love lost between them. Traveling priests don't appear to behave all that differently from the regular ones, as far as I can tell. Do you know where he is now?
He mentioned something about wanting to get a better grasp on the effects of this war.
Not again. He left again. I've never known a priest this reckless. I'm more amazed by how quickly he's making his way around. Did he mention his next destination?
He said he was heading to Legram. Much like here, he wished to visit the church there.
Thank you for the info. Trains will be stopping soon, so we'll have to hurry up and find him. Let's hurry up. Let's head on over to Legram and quick. Get back on the Courageous. Go to Legram.
Leave it to me.
Hello.
Well, isn't this a surprise? What can I do for you kids?
Sorry to bug you, Fire, but we have something urgent to ask you about. Merchant. Sorry, traveling priest.
A traveling priest? You mean that old dude who was here just a while ago?
Maybe?
Man, he was built for an old guy, believe you me. Nice as pie, though. Would love to chat with him more if I had time. Being a traveling priest must be pretty rough now with everything going on, though.
You're telling me... Well, it's good to know he's still alright at the very least. Not that any of this makes sense.
What do you mean?
Traveling from Trista to Legram takes 5 hours, even without any breaks. That priest somehow managed to not only get here faster than that, but also make it stops at Celtic and Bereahard. How?
Now you mention it, yeah. Even if he'd hopped an early train straight from here from Trista, he'd probably be pulling up at the station right now. So, Father, any idea where he is now?
He said he had something to do over in Ruhr Cathedral, actually. Figure he's probably already on his way.
Ruhr? That's more than half a day's travel, and from here in ideal conditions.
Unbelievable. What can he want in Ruhr of all places at a time like this? You don't think he's already there, do you? It just doesn't add up. Sounds insane, but I want to make sure. Let's go over to Ruhr and check.
Cool. Good luck with whatever's going on, I guess.
I wonder if this is going to be a character that we recognize. You already know the deal. Choose a destination and head on over to Ruhr.
Full speed ahead.
Wrong stairs.
Welcome to Ruhr Cathedral. Oh, it's you, Lisa. What can I do for you?
Actually, there was something we want to ask you.
Priest?
I think I know who you might be referring to. Indeed, a traveling priest did pass this way not too long ago.
What? That doesn't make any sense. There has to be some kind of trick to this. Besides, traveling priest or not, I doubt he needs to be on the move this much. I wonder if... Anyway, presuming he's already left, do you know him, guys? You wouldn't happen to know where his next destination was, would you?
He mentioned he was headed to the Chaplain Jameer. Said there was something you need to look into. You just missed him, in fact.
We did? Well, in that case, with Emir being 3 hours away, there's no way he'd get there ahead of us, right?
Still, we should at least try and find out. After all that's happened so far, I'm almost willing to believe he could.
Alright, let's set a course from here. Thanks for your help, Father.
Think nothing of it. May the goddess' light shine upon you.
This freaking guy. Alright. Once more.
Where do you want to go?
The final time. Ymir. Stop it, sir.
There's something the matter, Reen. You seem awfully flustered.
Something urgent I need to ask. Has a traveling priest been here?
A traveling priest? Oh, now it all makes sense.
What does?
You've been chasing after this priest for quite a while, haven't you? Always puzzled why you couldn't catch up to him, right? And now you are convinced that you would be able to arrive before him.
So he got here before us.
You did, I'm afraid. We were enjoying some tea together not that long ago. We were talking about all of you, in fact. Just so happens that traveling priest is an old friend of mine.
He is? That's surprising. Whoever this priest is, he doesn't sound like your average clergyman. You don't think you could be referring to Kevin, do you? There's no way. They wouldn't call Kevin old, surely. Although Father Bernard always did strike me as someone well-connected, so if anyone might know him... What if it was talking about Wazzy?
Regardless, he left a letter in my care. It's addressed to all of you, too. Here you are.
Thank you. A letter for us. Greetings, students of Class 7. You have my apologies for not taking the time to speak to you after you've come all this way in pursuit of me. I did very much enjoy our little game, however. While you may not be able to catch up in the end, that Courageous of yours is quite an impressive ship. I hope you'll make good use of it in the future. I also hear that you're working to improve the lives of this country's people and better the current situation. An honorable goal, if I may say so. This is an old nation, but change is always possible. With youngsters like all of you striving to improve it, it may have a bright future indeed. Regardless, I will now be departing for Western Erebonia. These are dangerous times, and I have duties as a clergyman to fulfill, and fulfill them I shall. Good luck to all of you in the future, wherever your travels may lead you. Barkhorn, the traveling priest. Barkhorn? P.S. I was pleased to hear that you're still well, Gaius. May we meet again one day under the beautiful skies of Nord. Oh. P.P.S. While it was not my intention, I seem to have caused a lot of concern to poor Father Paulo. Please do pass on to him that I'm alive and well. I also seem to have wasted quite a lot of your time by making you pursue me from place to place. It's not much, but please accept the attached as an apology. A quartz is inside. Apologem. Seriously? Honestly, this proves he's no ordinary priest when, I do remember hearing of one particularly strong old man among the traveling priests of the Septine Church. I wonder if he goes by the name Roaring Lion. Can't believe he's an acquaintance of yours, guys.
So it seems. I have to admit, I did wonder if it might be him. He was my teacher before I came to the academy.
Really?
He would come to visit the settlement once a month, no matter where it was, and hold Sunday school for everyone there. I thought I would have been able to attend Thursday, not for him.
I wonder if he's also another Gralsritter, same as Kevin. Really?
Really, and thinking back on it, he never struck me as an ordinary man even then. Knowing that this is him, everything begins to make sense.
He really must be pretty amazing. Still, he managed to outrun us every single time. Was he using a high-speed airship or something? Yeah, it had to have been. This Barkhorn person has to be a Gralsritter then. Because the only kind of airship that would be able to outspeed us would be a Merkaba, which is one of the Septine Church's airships. Those are the only things that I can think of that would be able to outspeed the Courageous. So, yeah, Barkhorn has to probably be a Gralsritter. Why would a traveling priest have access to something like that, though? Do they use them in parts of the Septine Church? Come to think of it. I doubt you know, but the church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation for Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly.
Right.
No, it can't be.
Regardless, trust me when I say you needn't worry about him. And if you would, please pass on the news of his well-being to Father Paulo and Trista too.
We will. Another Gralsritter then. Interesting. The mystery now solved, they all return to Tristan in order to pass on the message to Father Paulo.
I see. I suppose my worries were all for naught in the end. Well, that's a relief. I feel terrible about the lengthy chore I've given you.
It really wasn't that bad. It was kind of a learning experience. I never knew there were traveling priests who operate on this guy's level till now. The church must be really worried if this war is about this war if they're sending men like him into Erebonia.
I should say so. Though I can't pretend to have much knowledge about matters higher up in the church.
You know why? It's probably because they have the same knowledge regarding... Again, I still think that the final dungeon in this game is probably going to end up being whatever they mentioned of Erebonia having its own equivalent of the Azure Tree. Whatever Erebonia's equivalent ends up being, that's probably the final dungeon, I would assume. When we try and go to the Imperial Villa, it's probably going to be changed into Erebonia's own version of the Azure Tree. Probably not going to be the Azure Tree, obviously, but I don't know. Something orange, I would assume, considering orange, brown, red. Those colors seem to fit with Erebonia.
Perhaps they conclude that Erebonia getting any more chaotic would destabilize the whole of Western Samaria. A reset like that is nothing to celebrate, but I must admit that I find the presence of men like him in this region encouraging. As a fellow man of the cloth, I have a new standard of measure up to. I hope that the aid I can offer people is on par.
We wish you luck in that, Father.
Thank you. Take care now. No matter how far away you may be, the thoughts and prayers of all of us who wish to be for peace will be with you. May the gods bring you safely back to us soon.
I hope so, Father. Absentee Father. With that, I think that's every single side quest in the game complete. And we should have every single ounce of AP obtainable within the game. Which means, first off, I'm going to switch to party members so that we have the two that I had here earlier, Fee and Laura. But if I'm correct, if we are courageous and we turn in the stuff now, that should be everything.
Wow! Rank A0? You're amazing! Here's a bonus from the Academy.
Lionheart.
Well done!
That's everything. Thanks for telling it for me, Toa. So what's this accessory do? Strength, defense, ATF, and ADF. What in the warp? What the? Okay. Strength, defense, ATS, and ADF all increase by 100 and prevents ailments and stat down. Great. We're obviously taking that. You already have the Wing Master Quartz. So we'll give it to you. Why not? You can have the Grail Locket. You need something else to replace that. You can have, Sure. Why are you not wearing a Thor's armband? Everyone needs to be wearing these. Well, you can't, actually. Feels only right that everyone's wearing these now. Okay, that's every single side quest. However, we're not done quite yet with side content yet. There's still a teensy-tiny little bit more that we can do before we head into the final dungeon. Or the finale, I guess. For that, we are going to need to save the game. And we're going to Trista. The last little bit of side content that I want that we can do is we can explore the Trista highways. Can we go West Trista Highway? Nope. But we can go to the East Trista Highway. We've never been there before. I should probably make sure I have, No. Oh yeah, I also got the college gem. Ancient Glyph, 1,000 HP, 100 defense. Gotcha. Where's the detection quartz? There it is. Yeah. Chest over here.
Right. Fire! Well,
my turn.
These enemies are not falling instantly. Lullaby frog.
Leave this to me.
I want to kill.
Okay, it's safe.
Hello, bat ball.
My turn. It's my turn.
Nail breaker.
Very well.
no problem. Now!
My turn.
Easy. Hello there.
I can do this.
Here I go. Leave this to me. Now's our chance.
Ow.
Thanks. Thanks.
Ow.
My turn.
Termination.
Okay.
Done.
Easy. Bunch of Sepith. And then on this end, we got a Hydra.
That one's gonna be.
Take home. Let's move.
Right. Now watch.
Leave this to me.
Petrification.
Very well.
My turn. Now we're.
Right.
Here I go. Now we're.
Kill.
Right.
Very.
Nope.
The confusion does nothing.
I spy with my little eye.
Alter cannon.
The goods.
The goods. Go over this way. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We can finally see what's on this side.
I can do this.
Termination slash.
Okay.
Couple things over here. Sepith Mass.
Here I go. It's my turn. They're off balance.
Gotcha. Another chest over here.
Watch out. Thanks. Let's move.
Termination.
That's that.
Useless levels.
Hey, treasure chest.
Action 3. All the way over here, there's a chest.
Well,
Hello there.
Great.
done.
Level ups. The bat ball.
Enemy sight.
No.
Let's move. It's now's our
Dragon. Hello there.
Here I go.
Now.
Right.
Very well. This is it.
Thanks. Right.
Exactly how it should be.
Petrification Shell 2.
Neat treasure chest.
Now I could just go in to my menu and heal up normally, but you know what? Why don't we run around this chest and heal up with the Master Quartz so that I can get... so we can just cheese the chest as soon as it's opened. This way Rena's at max CP, max HP, max EP. So come on, give me my experience, or my health back. Okay, that should be enough.
Bring it on.
Let's move. Now's our chance. Leave this to me.
No, you don't. Perish.
Okay.
Hades. First offensive art used in each battle deals double damage. Alright. And with that... Indeed, with that... That's everything. With that, I think that is absolutely everything that I'm honestly okay with doing in side that I'm fulfilled with doing in terms of side content. So yeah, what that means is let's go ahead and make sure we have our, let's go ahead and just make sure our equipment's topped off. Everyone's using what they can. Everyone's got upgraded defense. All right. Gotta heal up. I won't lie that I'm intimidated about what's to happen ahead, but... Okay. Next time, on The Legend of Heroes Trail of the Cold Steel, we're going to the finale. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.